All right, good afternoon. The chairman, Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center, our legal department, co-comrades and reviewers, and Queen Mrs. Solushola, live from our Ikeja Allen Avenue branch, who have a case of family dispute reported by Ms. Olukoga KUDIRATE Muturayo against Mrs. Bukola Alukoga and Mr. Akeen. Please, the parties are live in our office. Kindly join us as we interview them for a peaceful resolution. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV and follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defenders and Access to Justice Advocate Center for more useful information. Do visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. Please, the other parties, which are the defendants, did not give their life consent. So you stay tuned, listen to the complaint, and also hear out from the response of the defendants. No derogatory comment is permitted here. Please be mindful of your comments and your words. Thank you and have a good afternoon. Okay, Miss Kudrat, can we hear from you, please?
Um, Good afternoon. I brought a complaint of my stepmother, Bukola Olukoga,
Can
and
you speak up a little? Thanks.
I brought the complaint of my stepmother, Bukola Olukoga, and my brother, Akeen Olukoga. I'm the eldest in the family. My brother and my stepmother, they sold the property at number 5 Ijagun Street, Alakwere, Ketu. I wasn't aware of it at all. So, and a written is there on the building that says, beware, this property is not for sale, beware of 419. I wrote it there. But to my greatest surprise, I was told that they have sold the property. Okay, you have sold the property. What happened? I wasn't aware of it. Where is the money? Where is everything? So they said I am not Olukoga's family. Um, the other junior brother, that is the third born, Sherry, said I am my father's junior sister, that I'm not their eldest sister, that I'm junior sister to my father. The case was taken up to the police station because I was beaten because of it. It was taken to the police station, Alakwere police station. After that, I came back again. I was now asking, what happened to that property? Where is the money to the property that you have sold? They did not give me any complaint. Okay, apart from that, you took me down to the police station. Your junior brother beat me up. Nothing was done on it. Okay.
At the police station.
Yes.
You were beaten at the police station?
No, I was beaten at number 5 Jagun Street.
Okay.
That is Sheriff Oluko that beat me up. I was taken down to the police station and there was no resolution to that. The case is still there at the police station. That is at Alakwere police station. Then I asked the senior brother, I said, if you have sold the property, why was I not aware of it?
Go ahead.
Okay, why was I not aware of it? I said that to them. Then I now asked, okay, what about the property, the other property that Baba left? The 2 cars, the Mecano Gen. I was told that you have sold everything. And I went there, I confirmed it. Even though when the mother came, that is Mrs. Bukola, when she came there, she said she's the one that asked my siblings to sell it, that there's nothing I can do about it. I said, okay, no problem. So I was so surprised. I asked them, okay, if you have sold all those things, where is the money?
Hello. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Where is the money to everything? Okay, my brother's this thing is there also. His land receipt is there. You did not allow me to come inside to take the receipt. You didn't do that. You said I cannot step in. And your son has the right to come down to number 5 Ijagun Street to come and beat me up. And you have the right to do the same thing also too. So why are you doing all this? As the eldest in the family, why are you doing this to me? What have I done to you? You sold all my father's property without my consent. As the eldest, I had to be aware of everything. But you did not do that. So what happened to everything? What happened to all the property? The one here and the one in Ijebu Ode. So that is the complaint. So I came here to complain about all this, that they should explain themselves why all this has to be done that way.
Hello. Okay, you can see that the mic is not working, so please, if you are responding, you try to be audible. How many wives did your dad have?
My daddy has 4 wives. One of them remarried, and she's the one that is sitting down here. My mother is the first wife. She is the second wife. The third wife is not here, but the son is here. I saw the son outside. Then the fourth, she is the fourth, but she has gone to remarry.
Many kids? How many?
We are all 11.
From all the families?
Yes.
From
my mother's side, we are 3. 2 of them is dead. My younger brother and my younger sister. That is the eldest today. Also too.
But you are left 9. Or you're 11 now?
We are 11 now.
How many from your side? Are you the only one?
Yes, I'm the only one that remains now from my side. From the second one, there are 7. 2 of them are here. Then from the third wife is 1. One of them is here. Then from the fourth wife, she has 2. I think one of them is there also too.
Your mom still alive?
She's dead.
Your mom is dead?
My mom is dead.
Your dad is dead?
Yes, ma'am.
Was there any will in the family?
There was no will that was written.
By your dad? By
my dad.
All the wives, were they properly married by your dad?
My mother is properly married by my father. That is, they did the traditional wedding as in. So, but the other one, the third one, that is she, the third wife, was, the fourth wife was married, but they have divorced. So she has gone to remarry. She's the one sitting down here. So the other ones, no.
Okay, you were told by your dad that you're not married, or you don't know how he instituted the relationship?
No, my father married my mother in a traditional way. Then the second wife, no, because she met me in the home.
Then you wouldn't know, because men bring wife to introduce to their wives. You understand? If he did not, your father did not owe you explanation if you want to marry, because you are not his wife.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can't say what was the discussion between your dad and your mom, because you are not his wife.
Yes, ma'am.
He only owes the wife explanation if this person is married, or the reason why this person. Were they all in the same house when your dad was alive?
No, my daddy married them separately. They will go. That is how my father married. She left. She was with us. Later she left for about 15 years. She came back again. She gave birth to 2 children to make it 7. That is the second wife. She left.
When she had 5
kids with us, yes.
With your dad?
Yes, before.
And she was living in the same compound?
Yes.
With your dad?
Yes, ma'am.
And your mom?
No. My mom, she did not meet my mom.
Your mom left?
My mommy left because of her.
No, madam, please don't scatter my light. Arrange your leg.
Don't worry. Please continue with your interrogation.
My mommy left because of her, because she was hearing that my father was marrying another this thing and having girlfriend or whatever.
At what point did your mom left? After how many kids of her?
No, she did not come in. She did not come. My mother did not even wait for her to come in. My father got married to her. That was 1988. That was when she gave birth to the son here. 1988. So my mother has left before she now came in.
Your mother left?
Yes.
Then she now came in?
She now came in.
And she stayed after 15 years?
Yes.
And left?
She left for 15 years.
She left for 15 years?
Yes. After giving birth to 5 children.
Yeah.
So she now left. So when she came back, she now gave birth to two children. That is the second and second to the last born, the two of them, two girls. So she now gave birth to them.
So she was in that house before until your dad died.
She was in the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did your mother return back?
No, my mother is late before.
No, did she come back
No,
before she
no,
died?
no.
And there was no reconciliation between your mom and your dad
There
until
was.
she died.
There was reconciliation, but my mother now said that so far she doesn't want any fight. She doesn't want anything. So let her stay on her own because she has her own building, she has her own house. So that was the reason why she said she's not coming back. But they are communicating with each other. They do, if you have any other this thing, they will communicate with each other to discuss about us. That is what they used to do.
Okay, apart from yourself, sorry that you've lost other of your siblings.
Yes, ma'am.
Who among the siblings of these other three women that you are communicating with or you are in good uh, relationship with? Among the 11, 10, the rest 10
Yes.
among you guys,
The-
who did you relate with?
I relate with all of them. Those from the second wife because we are very close, very very close.
Who are those ones? They are Akeen.
Akim,
Mm-hmm.
Kazim.
Yeah.
Then the other ones are our own children. The other one is once in a while that I do call because they are not living with us too. So she has left. Then the last, then the third wife, that the son is outside, we do relate whenever he comes to visit my daddy during festive.
Okay, before your dad died, you see there was no any will
No.
written by him.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you people meet before the what is it called, the final burial of your dad? Was there any meeting among the siblings, the present wives, the one that have left, at least they have children for your dad, and the children? Do you people have meeting as siblings and to your stepmother how the burial arrangement took place before he was laid to rest?
Okay. The burial arrangement, we did 8 days, although we have not done the final burial arrangement. We have not done that. I called my siblings before 8 days that after this father this thing, before the final burial, we are still going to call each other again. So we had a meeting. During that meeting that we had, my junior brother was now telling me that they are going to go around and
What is it?
okay, that they are going to go around and they are going to monitor all the properties. I said no problem, but what we have to do after that 8 days,
Your junior brother.
yes, Akin,
Okay.
he was telling me that. So I now said that after 8 days that we are still going to call ourselves together, that we are still going to have a meeting. So after that 8 days, we call ourselves together and now said the mother was there. We held the meeting downstairs. That is at Ijebode. So the mother was there. So during that time, my brother was just telling me that the property that we have, that the because my father has an hotel too. He has an hotel. That the property that we have, that this is what we are going to do about it, that they are going to monitor everything. After monitoring everything, they will bring accounts of all the this thing that is being done inside the hotel. I said no problem. Okay, what about the other building? What about the one in Lagos? They said we are still going to resolve. That is the one at number 5 Ijagun Street, Alakwere. They said we are still going to resolve that. I said okay, no problem, if that should be the case. But all of a sudden, the next thing, the junior brother was not telling me, go ahead and tell sister what we have done. The next thing I heard, they said they have gone to bank, that they have signed, they have done everything, that the money that they are going to be accounting for will now be there. That was when I now said, how come? Why am I not part of this game? That who is the signatory among this thing? I have to be part of it because as the eldest in the family, I have to be part of the signatory. That was how everything just busted out. They said no. And that was how they went behind my back and sold the property without my consent.
So even at the time you guys buried your dad, there was no meeting
There
among
was
the family.
there was no meeting among the family.
So how did you bury the man? Meaning there have never been unity between all of you.
There was unity.
And how did you manage the home as the eldest in the family?
There was unity is because of what I said, that I have to be part of the signatory. That was what causes all that. Then,
Who
because
has been the signatory of the accounts?
that was what they went up behind my back and they did everything. So when we held that meeting after that 8 days, I was not saying, "Ah, okay, oh, no problem after this one," because the third wife came. The third wife came. She was saying that now that Baba has gone, that this and that we have to resolve it. I was assuring her, because we were in cordial relationship.
Was your dad learned?
My daddy is a learned person.
He has a bank account.
Yeah, my father has a bank account.
Who
First
is
bank.
next of him in his documents?
That was he uses one of his son as the signatory, as his next of kin.
Who is that of his son?
His late son.
His late son.
Yes.
Do you people have an administrator in the family?
That was what he told me.
He told
me. That was what he told me. He said he used his late phone. I was not telling him that, why, daddy, that Lati has gone, is dead. That at least he can use one of their this thing. Maybe later he now went ahead and changed it. But I wasn't told about it.
So everything you are saying is on assumption. You are not very sure.
Yes. Maybe he now used his son, the other siblings, as the next of kin.
Okay, since you are not sure of who he made the next of kin, and you are not very sure if there was a will, and you did not follow it up on how to inquire why was the property sold, because if despite no matter gender does not mean when it comes to family's property, depends on the understanding of the family. So that you are female or you are male, as far as you were born by the man, you have your own right to the man's property. And there have never been any proper discussion between you and the other siblings. If you are the eldest in the family, how have you been carrying the other kids along? Because there must be a leadership platform or a leadership foundation laid by your dad, then followed by you as the eldest in the family, irrespective of your gender. You are the first child, or you are the first daughter, or you are the eldest, and this is the next person, male or female, and you have meeting. Both the family should be having meeting at interval, either once in a month or once in a year, while your dad is still alive. This relationship, this cordial relationship, and not that, even despite his polygamist, I've seen people like that have such meeting. Did you lay such foundation?
Ma'am, it is true with what you have said, because
who is doing that? Don't distract.
Sorry. Continue. Sorry.
Anytime, because we always did that during Ileya festive, because my father is a Muslim. We always did that. We come together, we relate with each other, we do some other things like that with each other during that Ileya festive. But apart from that, we don't do any other thing apart from that. So during that time,
you could just come to eat your father's ram and go back. That is not relationship.
So that's
coming to eat ram and go back.
So that is what we always do together. Then during December time, we come together again. Then everybody will depart before.
Was there any topic discussed, or you just come and visit the family, your father, and people eat and just leave like that? Was there any discussion?
We don't do that with each other.
Who is the first son of the family outside?
Is dead.
There is always a first son. Once the first one died, there's another first son.
That is the one.
He's the one.
Yes, for my stepmom, is the one.
Yeah, because whatever you are doing, you have to relate with the son. The two heads have to discuss how the family should be run, even if the person is from your direct parents or not. If you are the first daughter or you are the eldest in age, there must be somebody after you, and you must carry the person along. Both of you have to discuss and relate with every other person. Thereafter, the whole family have to sit and have meeting. Then the ones that still existing in the family, like the wives and all that, will still be this, I mean, they carried along because they were the one that gave birth to you people.
Our relationship, like what I have said, that we do that during FESI, then we used to communicate with each other. That is what we do. That is how we relate with each other.
Okay, first let me ask Mr. Akeen,
Yes, ma'am.
please respond to what her allegation. Have the properties been sold?
Actually, the property has not been sold. There is a reason why we release such information to the tenants, and the reason goes thus: the rentage of that building, the property, has been collected nearly 2 years by her, and she had not remitted anything to the family.
Okay,
And
when
that
did
is,
your dad die?
he died in the last 2 years. He
Last
died,
2 years.
February 9th of 2020. That was when he died. So the family, we have a minute of meeting, and I'm the secretary. Though I'm not supposed to be the secretary, but just to, since it's not a big, so a family meeting was held, and there's a minute to the meeting.
When your dad was alive, was he the one collecting the rent?
She,
No, when your dad was alive.
when my dad was alive,
Yes.
my dad collects his house rent himself,
Okay.
and sometimes with the aid of I and my younger brother here, Kazim.
Okay.
So
Then
that's
after your dad died,
after he died.
she took over the rent.
Yes.
The rent that she was collecting from
Yes.
the tenants.
Yes.
All the tenants.
Yes.
For how long?
For barely 2 years now.
Was she remitting?
No, at all.
Was there any discussion as
At
regard
all.
to that?
At all.
Why?
So it was because of that the family now come to an agreement that enough is enough of that. We don't want that to continue, and for that reason, we will sell the house, and everybody in the family has agreed to that. But we only gave the tenants such information just to scare her away, and we know something like this will come up, which we are prepared already. But now, as we speak, we have not sold the house, but we want to sell it, and there is an evidence of an agreement between the whole family that says that we should go ahead and dispose.
Who are the administrators of the family?
Formally, we don't have an administrator,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is run by the same member of the family.
No, you have a lawyer. You are
Yes,
here, right?
Yes, yes.
And she should advise better. Lawyer should advise you. Lawyer should have advised you. There must be an administrator. You
She's
should
the
have
one.
administrator. No, the lawyer cannot be administrator because she's not part of the family. Yeah. Have you finished?
Yes, and for now, I still have a lot to say, but for now, it's because.
No, go ahead. Just complete your statement.
So, what happened is, we have never we've never found ourselves in this kind of situation before. We don't have this experience, and I will say to you, there has been flaws from the foundation. We should not be self-centered. And everybody we have done one from the other. There's a flaws generally. With even all explanation, you will see that there's a flaws generally. And I don't want to say I'm right. No. We should just all take the responsibility that everybody is wrong. We have done the wrong thing from the beginning, even up to now. So I believe this gathering is to put things in order. I want peace. The man, the owner of the property, where is he? Everybody will die one day, one day. And I used to tell my siblings, I tell them that wait, see, it is in the olden days that we'll have somebody that will grow, and become very elderly before. But now, these days, anything can happen anytime. Anything, even the baby that they born today dies.
How did you come in with your phone?
We are sorry for that.
Please give them the phone number.
So I used to tell them that anything you do, just have it at the back of your mind that one day, go see. So just do it right. Are you getting it? So there has been wrongs, but I believe this is the time to make amends.
You speak like a man and you speak like truly the head of the house. I was expecting the opposite. But yeah, you say give respect to whom respect you due.
But we respect her.
I respect you for that statement.
Thank you.
Even when I came in, I greeted her. Abi.
Yes,
I
of
didn't
course. You are my
so-
brother.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay, ma'am.
Bukola, right?
No, she's the one.
I mean you.
Okay, KUDIRATE.
KUDIRATE, sorry. You actually been collecting rent from that house for the period of, within the period that you lost your dad?
I collected house rent last year. I didn't collect last 2 years.
How much
He
did you
collected. They collected last 2 years. The way I collected everything, I did a lot of work in the house. Of which when they came, the tenants called me. They are the one that told me everything. That my siblings has come around. That's 2020 that they have collected house rent. That my father only collected one house rent from the tenant, and the records
How
are
much
there.
did you collect?
I have the remit of everything. The
Like
way
how, like plus or minus?
let me just say close to, let me say 1 point, let me say close to that.
How many tenants?
We have 18 tenants.
Who go for justice go with deputy? Hmm? Your hand must be pure, clean, sharp
Yes, ma'am.
before you appear the throne of justice. If you have been watching us in this office, you should know that we stand for nothing but justice and the truth. You don't behave like a head of the house. You don't behave like an elder. And you laid a very wrong foundation.
Yes, ma'am. I know.
And your statement also towards other women, which is supposed to be your co-mothers, uh, whatever, you are also disrespectful, which is bad. Come what may, if your father happened, may his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
If your father happened to marry a girl of 20 years and you are her senior, for the fact that that 20 years girl is your father's wife, you give her that respect for the sake of your dad. And these days, it's not there. We have seen numbers and thousands of ladies that have been wedded in courts, but they have no single respect from their husband. They do otherwise. Respect from a man or from a woman is not only on the ground that you pay the person's dowry or take the person before the altar of God or appear before the magistrate or any court for wedding, but the love, the intimacy, the interest that stand in such relationship. So if you are not married and your father choose them to be having kids for him, then there is an interest somewhere, and that interest must be respected. And it shouldn't be a matter of the public, whoever that was married or not married. And I've seen so many ladies that are not married, they are living a joint relationship and saying living with a man with kids, and they value them, even some women that they pay their dowry. We have seen thousands of it. Depends on whom you are acquainting with. Then you thank God they have not sold the house, because I believe they are even acting more responsible than you do. Sorry for the statement.
No problem.
Why? Because if you really want this family established in a proper manner and in a way in which even if go to all the rest 11 stayed long beyond 100 and something years and you are called to glory by God, the other generations following you should emulate your step, the peaceful step, the try to organize the home. That been a different thing. You lay a wrong foundation, you were collecting money 1 point something million, you alone.
Ma.
Excuse me, no, it's
Okay.
not funny, and I will
No,
not
ma.
tolerate you to cut me short.
No, ma'am. No.
You just have to stop that.
Okay.
I was patient listening to you,
Yes, ma'am.
and you have to do same with me.
Okay.
You collected however, whatever let's call it penny,
Okay.
3,000 naira or 4,000 naira a room. Not rooms, not flats. You collected a room rent from tenants and you did not remit. There was no family account that money was remitted to. That you are the head of the house doesn't give you the authority to take absolute decision without carrying anybody's along. That is wrong.
I'm sorry for that.
So if you have taken 1 point something million or 1 million, whatever amount you have agreed that you've collected from the tenant, this person is not a kid. It's an adult for cry out loud. Their mother forget. If the kids you see them that your younger ones, you don't need to talk to them. What about their mother that give birth to them that happen to be your father's wives? You have no regard for any of them. You have no respect for the wives. You have no regard for the kids. Then you all alone, do you take the share for yourself and the other of your immediate siblings that you have lost? Or what ground should you go to that extent of taking a rent that belongs to everybody in the family, and you just want to spend the money because you are maintaining what that they did not give you the power of Anthony to do that? No. If you are the head of the house, the family, in each family, they must present somebody that they also trusted among the children of the wives. This person represent the mother, Madam 1, the second person represent Madam 2, the third person represent Madam 3. And for that reason, that form the administrators of the family. And the administrators take decision. So that you are the first son or the first daughter of a family does not give you that ground to do things and not carrying other people's and irrespective of their age. And moreover, these are adults. And he talk like a responsible person. He equally speak as somebody that want peace in the home, even though you have released some bomb in the course of giving your statement as the complainant. Whatever you have spent, however you spend it, you owe them that explanation from one to the end. Whatever that is left, you tender it and let the family decide on what next. Then among you guys, you will form an administrator and how, okay, this property. And moreover, if your father that is already late build a property that what the tenants are paying 1 point something million, then he struggle at his young age to keep that. Have you built that? Have you built a property? Have you? I'm asking you.
Yes, ma'am.
You built your property
Yes, ma'am.
and you believe the other rest have built theirs.
He too, he has.
Good. Thank God that the man laid a good foundation. And if it was his way of training that prompted you people to be boasting of having a block of a building. We thank God. I believe outside you and this person, is there any other head from another family that is here, or is three of you that is representing the heads in the family?
The whole family is even here. Everybody, from the eldest to the youngest.
No.
Everybody is around.
No. From our family side, that's from our father's side.
Which one is on your father's side?
That is the family. That is from our father's side. That is.
What is for your father's? Do you have extended family members outside there? We're talking about the children of.
Okay,
the
I
late,
thought when he
Bukola.
was saying, I wanted to tell him that no, that one is not here. That's the family member. That's
Who is
from
the person?
He's an elderly man. So he stays in the States.
Is it your father's son?
No, no, no.
We're talking about your father's children.
Okay, I didn't know. I don't know.
We're talking about your father's children. How many are they outside?
Two.
Two.
Outside. Or more are coming.
Barrister, this is a family issue. And if we don't apply wisdom, we end up scattering them and scatter even both the children. So we need to apply wisdom in this issue. Madam, when last did you collect? When was the last money you've collected? How much?
The last money that was collected, I ran it everything. Can I bring the records of everything?
Let me have it. Please let her be snappy. Let her be fast. Did you on the television there? Eh? Is television there? Okay. They are waiting for you.
Hey, sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. These are the records of this.
What is this? What is this?
These are the records of the money I collected in the.
You're supposed to have a total sum of what you've collected. Do you think I have that time to be going through one after the other? These are handwritten, whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
Handwritten document can be dotted, can be altered.
That was why the way I was using it, that was why I was writing it that way.
Wow.
So that it won't look as if maybe.
You are the one that wrote it now. You can write anything you like. Whatever you like is what you write now. Are we there with you?
No, ma'am.
Do we even know what you write? Do you know your expenditure? Are you even supposed to take such steps? That is
So
too, you are too confident. Or that is
no.
autocracy now. That is
Okay.
autocracy, madam.
Okay.
Don't do such.
Okay.
A family where you are not, this is not even a family where you have a same sibling as in your mother gave birth to all of you. Even at that, you can't even try that. Talk more of you have siblings from their another parents, then your father died, no meeting, no calling of the families of having a formal meeting. Okay, this is our father's property, this side is dilapidating, what should we do? Should we contribute money? Can we collect rent from the tenants and let all of you go there officially visit the tenants? Okay, you introduce whoever that is going to be, and before you do that, the family ought to have a meeting. Who is to be appointed? Should we open an account where the tenants pay money to? Who are the signatories? What should we do with the money if the money is given? You guys, excuse me, where is the property located? You can't sell your father's property. You don't do that, sir. That is a wrong decision. You put everybody in check. Everything has to be put in a normal way. Who are to be signatory, what is coming to the family, what is going to the family. That is how you are going to do it. Don't sell it, because property, I mean, add value every day. Do you understand me? And if your father has built the properties in the bush, you cannot compare as at the time he built the property there and now. You will sell the property, every other person will squander the money. But if the property is there, it's also another legacy that you leave, that even your children will say, this is my grandfather's property and this is how much it's worth. You will not, because of one bad egg, break the whole egg. Is it right? No. It's the management of the property that you guys need to spell out. How many tenants there? You check there. What needed to be doing in the property? You check whatever she has spent. If the case is not going to end today, for your information, yeah, it's not going to end today. You are going home to do your normal, what is it called, total calculation, how much you collected in total, how much you have spent, and how much you are going to remit back to the family. That is how we are going to resolve this matter. This is how the matter have to be resolved. Whatever that is left, you bring. And if you bring outrageous matter, I hope you know how matters are being treated here. We can
Yes,
even
ma'am.
say bring in professionals.
Yes.
And they are going to check. So, and we're not going to take much time to resolve the matter, so that every other person that is left aside have to be involved, because you are saying, I don't know what you wrote there, bricklayer 20,000 additional, whatever 30,000, another 77,000. All these things that you are cutting, who is it conjugal bliss? Who owns this? Who is conjugal bliss?
That one is the money I gave my stepmother.
No, now.
Mhm.
Plaster for money. No, do you know what? Let me tell you. You are the reason, you are the cause that if they had even sold the property and you were not carried along, you are the one that gave them the room. Madam, you will excuse me small.
Sorry.
Not try to see another side of you.
I'm sorry.
You are the reason. If thank God they have not, if they have sold the property, you are the reason. I would have made them to take decision without consulting you, because you first took decision without consulting them. And if you did the right thing and you are doing the wrong thing, then you now said, I've been open, I've been carrying them along, telling this person we should go, you and him should check properties around. Does that mean you carried him along? No. Going to the properties to collect rent from the tenants without carrying the adult along, did you carry them along? No. This person is big enough to, even as a man, go to a property and confront them. Where is property? This is how you pay the money. But you just did that as if because you become the senior, you are now the chairman, become the president of the home. Nobody talk to you. You want to take, no, they don't do such thing. You are the one that laid that wrong foundation, and you need to apologize to them for sure. Yeah. Make her apologize. So what she's going to do, we're going to give her the room, let her go back. Give a check, a proper check of what the total amount she has collected from the tenants and what she has spent. Because we are all in Nigeria, there's nobody that flying from the room. So we know average what, for instance, you called a roofer to roof this kind of building, give and take, you should be able to know how much this should cost. And there is no way you feel okay, I spent 500,000 for roofing this kind of building, right? So if she brings an estimate or the expenditure of what she spent so far, we'll be able to go through and know if there is an intentional inflation in whatever she's presenting. Thereafter, whatever that is left, she have to bring it to this office where every other person, members of the family, will discuss what should be. Then now that the lawyer is on ground, we will you people will have to appoint an administrator, which a proper letter will be put in from the legal department. This office also will look into it. If it favor every one of you and how things should be run. I don't have any right to tell you not to sell your father's property, but I'm just giving my peaceful advice for the betterment of the family. If you sell it, I'm not going to be part of the money. If you do not sell it, I'm not going to take the house free as a tenant, and I'm not your tenant. We have our own property. But in a situation like this, if you are mediating, you give a meaningful and peaceful advice that will be to the benefit of the parties, because I don't know her from Adam, and you guys also have your own kids, children, and others. So selling off the property, I don't think there is a need for that, if you ask of my opinion. So if you sell the property, say okay, this go to you, this go to her, and before you know, they squander it. This person is going to be owed, right? She's going to be owed a time, and maybe if there's any other wife again, and you guys can even decide in the nearest future, decided okay, this is what to do, we are all millionaire, this property is situated in a strategic place, we'll demolish it and build a standard one that will earn more money, or you give a developer that will build it to a standard level and you earn more money. Why would you want to dispose a property that you know in the nearest future you will even earn times 5 of what you want to dispose it now, because of family disputes? And you guys are not even much. I've seen family that they are up to 30 and will settle their matter peacefully, amicably, without any hinges. So the 11 is even 11th of a family. My mother gave birth to 12. So join every one of you from different mother, you are not even up to our family, but we still have peace. Do you understand me? From one womb, 12. So if from different womb, 11, then you are, there is a room to resolve this matter in a very peaceful manner. Okay?
Thank you very much, ma. And ma, I just wanted to add this because this, like what I've said, we want peace to reign. And in your presence, I want to apologize to them because we are very close. Akin and the other siblings, I'm very sorry.
It's not that Kim and the other sibling. This
And
person
yes,
is your
I'm still
You
going to
start
that
from,
now.
no, you will start from them because
So-
these are their children.
So
You start from them, you apologize to her. Well, you apologize to the woman as well before you go to your sibling. Your siblings are, you people are their children, including you. You are the children, you are a daughter of this woman and this person. So if you give respect to me and you don't respect my mom, I give you back that respect without nothing. So
okay. I'm sorry, you really won. I'm very sorry for that. Yeah, Kim, I'm very sorry for that.
no be
And-
Yoruba you go speak, I mean English. No, I'm sorry, apology in English is different from apology in
no,
Yoruba
it's what you are saying. I wanted to say it in Yoruba
They
before.
say in Yoruba, if you want to need and
Because-
say you need and shey na your senior,
Àgbàlagbà ni.
go and do it
So,
as dem dey do to agbalagba, go there madam.
Yeah, really one. Ẹ má bínú. Torí Ọlọ́run
Abeg get up
síbẹ̀.
from my chair, go má bínú.
Ìyá really one. Ẹ má bínú. Ìyá Kim. ẹ má bínú torí Ọlọ́run fi bẹ̀rẹ̀.
This will be
Ẹ̀yin
like
àbúrò
my
mi ẹ má
mother. My
bínú.
mother
ẹ má bínú. I want peace to reign. It is true with what they have said because I call them together. Ma. With what you have said is what I told them, but I don't want to be too for me. If I forward, come on, that is what I explained to my siblings. Akeen is here. What you have said is what, unless you wanted to lie. That was what I told them. Let's carry ourselves. You can't be the
what
same.
you did, what you say. Is
Yes,
different
what I
from
did, I
you
was
did.
very annoyed because they went 2020 to go and collect the money without they didn't tell me anything. Then last year, when the tenant called me, they explained everything to me. So I have to do some other work there. That was what I did. Of which it is wrong. He has said it that it is wrong. I want peace to reign. That is why I am here. If not, I won't come here. I sent lawyer, I sent letter to them, everything. I have everything. When they even threatening me, I called this thing, I called my lawyer because my lawyer supposed to be here also. But I didn't want that because I want peace to reign. That was what I did.
They're not threatening you. You're the one that caused the trouble. So, and thank God you
So
have barrister who please.
Olusada, Buki.
So-
Booking Lusana.
so ma, so
Every all the parties um is happy to have had a reasonable. We do work out lawyers from our office. Several occasions we have worked out lawyers from our office because when you don't present yourself as a reasonable person, you will never be treated as one. Coming in and you be shouting is to a case, I mean, situation where in which you know these people trusted you, and your duty as a lawyer is not by dragging people to court. Find a way of resolving matter first, and that should be the last resort. Probably maybe you come, you instigate their mind. If they are coming here, they will just come and shout, and this instead of reasoning in a proper way, they shout the whole thing that because you want money, and that is selfishness. Because you are considering what is coming to your pocket, but not considering what you should be. Yes, and that is what should be good. So our next meeting will be.
yes, I just want to add this to you.
What is it?
That is for the this thing for reconciliation with them. When I sent my this thing to them, that the property at Ijebu-Ode, that they should give account and everything, that I want settlement. That was what I
Do
did.
you first give account of the one you did? Did you first give account? You can't go and take money. What this? No lawyer should be writing all those things for you to go and be giving whatever. You are bringing lawyer to be writing to your siblings, they should give account. You that went to collect money, you did not give account. You're asking them to come and give account to who now? As in what? As in what to the family? These people, these are learned people and they are adult, they are not illiterate now. Even people that use jazz to hold, one day their eyes will open now. Go and do the total calculation.
Okay.
And if you spend too much money, be sure that it's going to come out from your pocket. If you too spend money, you bring in any outrageous expenses
Okay.
and all that. We all of us who are into building, and we should know what it takes to maintain property. So what you do to save time, give us your date because I want you to
take my
be there
diary.
in the meeting, please. They did not collect money. She said she collected money first before they went and collect money.
No, they are the one that collected money first.
Ah.
My siblings are the one that collected money first, 2020, before I collected last year. They are the one that collected first, not
She
me.
collected money first. Mr. Akeen, were you people the one that collected rent first before she collected?
No,
Eh?
at all.
Are you sure? Don't lie to me. You know I've already given you a positive whatever here. You've not collected. Who collected money 2020?
My papa collected his money. He collected his money every January. Collected his money every month.
Okay, he collected January and he died February.
Yes.
So
No, ma. Can I give you a number that you should call right now?
who are
The tenants that they collected money from.
who exactly collected the money?
Kazim came. This is the record. This is it. Kazim came and collected money.
How much did he collect?
Kazim collected 350. Then
But even if Kazim collected 350
Then-
and you now collected 1 point something million, is it measurable?
The money in question is around 4 million naira.
The whole rent
The whole rent.
that she
We
collected?
have the list of the apartments, and we have even in our dad handwriting,
Mm.
the total money is about 4 million naira. And please, I want to
How many tenants do you have?
we have 18 tenants. It's two buildings on
Three buildings on a single plot
on a
of
single
land.
plot of land.
4 flats.
can I bring a picture of
Three
it?
bedroom flats.
Hold on, don't
4
interrupt.
flats. One 3-bedroom flat. 9 room and parlors. 2 single rooms.
Yes, ma'am. We said that we should. We said we should make peace.
Yes,
We
yes.
should make peace, and you are saying 1 point something million out of 4 point some out of around 4 million naira.
Don't worry now. If she's the one that collected after, you don't really know me. Yeah, I'm a 2-8 what. I make peace, I keep. These are two things. Just as I approach you with peace, I will advise either of you to embrace that peace. Because this opportunity will not be given to you the second time if if there's any trace of life. I believe you hate me for sure. It will be too late for me to withdraw my action. What you will do, whatever amount you collected, those people are not dead, they are
Yes,
alive. And don't envisage the case ending. We'll take our time to go into case before we have final resolution, mostly when it comes to sensitive and family case. And it's the reason why, for you not to give me any wrong calculation, I am giving you the room. Go back to your house, check what you have collected. In the next meeting, tell us exactly amount you've collected, how much you have spent, and how much is left. If you collected 350,000 for one tenant and the whole tenant you've collected, then if the tenants want to leave, if another management need to take a person need organization or company or legal department need to take the management from individual hands, and you guys will just go and be collecting money at the end of it, all that can be done. So you go in as much as the tenants are still alive, they know who they paid money to. Any tenant that cannot prove how or which account or who he or she paid money to will be brought to book. You don't live in people's house free of charge. So you go back, make your proper calculation, and present it to the house in our next meeting. Because I don't mind having meeting in the outside if the whole people will be around, or we'll shift it to our next branch that have much space.
Okay.
And another thing now is I am a realist, and I want to be very, very fair before God and man. I can tell you, ma, that all the siblings, the whole family, we don't need the account. Whatever she had collected, honestly speaking, we don't need any account. We don't need anything. We don't need you to give us any account. We don't need. My other siblings, there are pressures from them. Baba does not only have one house. We still have other properties. And I've seen them. They are agitating that at least out of this property, let's sell one. Who will sell one? Let's use this to start a new life, like on a clean slate. Anybody that wants to do business, do business. Anybody that wants to do anything, do. At least
Hold
we're
on.
not selling. I'm only telling you what.
Yeah.
And there's a written to that. And I understand, and honestly, I'm in support of that.
Okay, hold on. Let me explain something to you. Your right is equally her right.
Exactly.
As far as your father gave birth to all of you, and I would just want this case to be resolved peacefully,
Honestly.
because you guys can be in court with her. That property will not be sold, and if they sell it, who bought it will still have problem, and you coughing out what they have given to you, you may end up in prison. So this is how it's going to be done. However, the whole family, now the case is here, lawyer is involved, we have also diverse other lawyers that can be in the house as far as this case is concerned, provided we have a resolution, peaceful resolution. If the house, if the in as much as you people have not had any family administrators, I will not take your word. Every other person must be present. I can only believe what you are saying if only you were appointed as the head of the administrator, or four of you sitting here are the family administrators. But as far as you are not family administrator, I say that don't mind having your case outside. They will repark the motor, will sit, all of us will sit outside, right? So we need to hear from everybody. Your view is not my view, our opinion is not another person's opinion, and probably the person must have talked to you based from the bias aspect of it, or based on what she have done. You cannot say don't make account. You are an adult, and I believe other rest are adults. We have, so if at the end she did the account and they still insist, you take the money back, go and do the account and present it to the office next time.
Okay.
Yes, let her do it. Then the next one, other siblings should be variable, because whatever we put down, whatever be the resolution, we'll go to court and fix it, so nobody can change it.
Okay, no problem.
Yes,
No problem.
if we resolve whatever all the family resolve at, after writing the agreement and everything, we're still going to make it strong in the court, and none of you will wake up tomorrow and say no, I changed my mind, because you are not under influence.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next
Date of adjournment.
yeah,
And let me, you're coming in. Let me, any date, let me see. Or I have free 21st of February.
21st of February.
I hope by then she should have been trained. It's a Monday. I have Tuesday 22. And I have 25th is a Friday of February.
Monday
21.
21st. But I want dates earlier than that.
Okay, I'm just considering. My 16th is free too. My 15th is free. My 14th is free of February.
Let me check for February. What of the case must be fixed either Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
We check
7th of February is free too.
good. 7th of February. Yeah. Which is 7th of February,
What
Monday,
time?
12.
So I can't be on weekend.
No, don't work weekends.
Saturday,
Friday.
Cancel.
because of work and all that. Even in my working place sef, before they can give me today,
You try.
it's not
I'm more busier than you do.
it's not expected. You know, I'm an employee, you are the boss. Me, I'm an employee of an organization. So whatever the owner decides, okay, I want to sack you today because you are absent from work for 2 hours.
Go and check. We just want this matter
To be
resolved
resolved
as fast as
honestly.
possible. Yeah.
Honestly.
That is the only reason. Otherwise, we have outstanding cases from last year that we're not even supposed to attend to her now. There are some sensitive cases that will say if we feel okay, if we don't attend to this might cause life, might cause atrocities, we'll try to attend to it. That is the reason why we are giving that, so that we can resolve.
Saturday, Saturday.
I don't think they work on Saturday.
We don't work on Saturdays. Except you want to pay us for Saturdays. The Saturday is totally out of it. We joke about it. If Monday 7th is not a day, then you have to put it 15th.
Tuesday. Chef 15.
Of next month.
Of February, yeah, 15.
Or you put it
Because you can't be
In
too.
fact, and again, we want it to be resolved as early as possible. Not to take it to very long.
I should be the one complaining.
No, actually, what really happened is that the tenants now, they have not paid. They're
They
supposed
did.
to pay January, but they have not paid. Though we asked not to, none of them should pay
Yeah.
because of these issues.
Yes.
So the more it takes, the more it extends them to stay inside the house. So
Normally, I'm not even supposed to take a date from you. I'm only to take a date from her and to give you my date. So if you did not come, it's your own concern. So the date is 7th of February.
7th February, it's a Monday.
Yeah.
Thank you, mom.
All right.
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. All right, thank you very much, viewers, for being with us. God bless you, very good. You are wonderful, and I want my greater appreciation go to both all of you that have shared and like on this page. I love you very, very much. God bless you. A family case is a sensitive case that we need to be very careful in our comments and however we treat it. They are not my family, but I should try my best to ensure peace reign. Moreover, they are extended family, they are polygamous family rather. So we cannot do things to instigate violence or issues that may come up after this. So I don't know much. I only ask for wisdom from God in any time I want to mediate over case. So some of you that felt I am not capable, thank you. I'm still waiting for you. The room we are working a lot of things, and is the reason why we have not been coming up constantly this week. We're trying to tidy up so many things to serve you better. And the room is open for anybody that want to join us as a member. We're also compiling names of people that actually want to work with us voluntarily, and members across the globe. We're establishing branches from to the east, to the north, and to other places that may require our service soon. And it's also the reason why we have not been coming up to attend to so many cases now. And I also want to apologize to some of you that have registered your cases last year that have not been attended to. Please, the process has just started today. From next week, Monday, things will be fixed in a proper way. Please bear with us. And God bless you. Thank you very much. We'll be back in a moment, please.